Hello students, welcome to Social Science online classes. Today in this session we shall discuss the Delhi Sultans, that is the continuation of history's second chapter, medieval India and political transition. Okay, the period between 6 AD and 1526 AD is known as the Delhi Sultanate in Indian history. What it is? The period between 1206 AD, that is 1206 AD to 1526 AD. Okay, this period is known as the Delhi Sultanate in Indian history. Okay, the Delhi Sultanate saw the rise and fall of five dynasties. What did it find? The Delhi Sultanate saw rise and fall of five dynasties. Okay, saw the rise and fall of five dynasties. Which are those five dynasties? We shall discuss them in detail. Okay, so the five dynasties were Ghulam dynasty, that is, we also call it as slave dynasty, Khilji dynasty, second Tughlaq dynasty, and Lodi dynasty, Sayyid dynasty. Okay, so now we shall discuss them in detail one by one. So now we shall start with the Ghulam dynasty. Okay, see, the earliest rulers of Delhi Sultanate were called as the Mamluks. What they were called as? They were called as the earliest rulers of Delhi Sultanate were called as the Mamluks. Mamluk, the meaning of Mamluks is slave. What is the meaning of Mamluks? Mamluks. Mamluks. Okay. Mamluks means slaves, or we call it as Ghulam. The earliest rulers of Delhi Sultanate were the Mamluks. It means slaves. In 1206 AD, Muhammad Ghori died. Okay, so Muhammad Ghori died. So Qutbuddin Aibak, who was a slave of Ghori, declared himself the Sultan of Delhi. Okay, so with the departure of Muhammad, his slaves started strengthening their rule in the areas conquered by the Turks. Qutbuddin Aibak was a slave and very close to Muhammad and enjoyed his confidence, made Delhi the capital, which was earlier the capital of Pans, made Delhi as his center of administration. Okay, so the other military generals of Turks who had remained in India accepted Qutbuddin Aibak as their sultan. So, hereafter what happened? Qutbuddin Aibak became the founder of slave dynasty. Okay, that is after the death of Ghori, he declared Qutbuddin Aibak declared himself as the Sultan of Delhi. He is the founder. Qutbuddin Aibak is the founder of slave dynasty. The rule of Turk, which started by Aibak, was continued by Khilji, Tughlaq, Sayyid, Lodi dynasties till the arrival of Mughals to India. Okay, now we shall discuss about the Ghulam dynasty. Ghulam dynasty or slave dynasty. See, all the people who succeeded Muhammad Ghori in all the places conquered by him in India were his slaves. Qutbuddin Aibak, who established Turks' rule in Delhi, was also a slave. His successors were also slaves. Hence, their rule is called as Ghulam dynasty or slave dynasty rule. Apart from Aibak, Razia Sultana and Balban are important rulers in the slave dynasty. Okay, now we shall study about Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin Aibak was the founder of slave dynasty. Okay, he laid the strong foundation for the rule of Delhi Sultans. Qutbuddin Aibak belonged to a family of Afghanistan Turks and was sold to a Qaji of Nishapur as slave by his guardians. Aibak received education in Arabic and Persian language and was also trained in archery, horse riding and soldiering. Muhammad Ghori, who was the governor of Ghazni, purchased Qutbuddin Aibak as his. Aibak attracted the attention of Muhammad Ghori by his bravery. He became the in charge of attacks on India after the Second Battle of Tehran. He became the successor of North India during the period of Muhammad Ghori. He ruled independently after the death of Muhammad Ghori. Qutbuddin Aibak was a tolerant ruler. Okay, Qutbuddin Aibak was a tolerant ruler and treated his subjects with justice without discriminating between Hindus and Muslims. He started the construction of Qutub Minar at Delhi, which was completed by his successor and son-in-law Iltutmish. Okay, so in 1210, in 1210, he met. In 1210, Qutbuddin Aibak met with a sudden death at Lahore as a result of a fall from his horse while playing polo. So what happened? So here while playing polo, he fell from his horse and met a sudden death in Lahore. So he was buried at Lahore. See here, scholars like Nizami and Pak-e-Mudabbir were in his court. Qutbuddin Aibak was called Lakh Baksh or the giver of lakhs since he was so generous while offering gifts to others. A work named Tajul Masir provides information on Aibak. Okay, now we shall discuss about the successor of Qutbuddin Aibak, that is Iltutmish. Okay, Iltutmish, he belonged to Ilbari family and was a slave of Qutbuddin Aibak. He was the administrator of Gwalior and became the successor of Aibak. Ghazni's king Tajuddin Yaldoj and Sindh's Nasiruddin Kabacha could not tolerate the ascendance of Iltutmish as the Sultan. They did not tolerate Iltutmish as their Sultan, so they revolted against him. Iltutmish defeated them and then conquered Ranthambore, Mandora, Gwalior, Bilsa, Ajmer, Banaras and Kannauj. Mongolians invaded India for the first time under the leadership of Genghis Khan. What happened here? Here, Mongolians invaded India for the first time under the leadership of Genghis Khan. So Iltutmish made them to retreat successfully. So Iltutmish made them to retreat successfully. These achievements of Iltutmish made the Caliph of Baghdad to issue a letter bestowing administrative power to him. Okay. Iltutmish divided his kingdom into iqtas, means provinces. He divided his kingdom into provinces and appointed iqdars, that is provincial officers, to run the administration. He appointed a group of 40 sardars advise him in administrative issues. The prime minister and judges used to advise him. Iltutmish brought gold and silver coins into circulation. He completed the construction of Qutub Minar, which Qutbuddin had started to build during his time. Okay, now we shall see the next ruler of slave dynasty, that is Razia Sultan. Razia Sultan was the daughter of Iltutmish. See, as Iltutmish's son Ruknuddin Firoz was incompetent. So Iltutmish appointed his daughter Razia Begum as his successor. So Razia Begum became the successor of Iltutmish. She was the first woman to ascend the throne of Delhi Sultanate. She earned the title of Sultana. Razia Sultan earned the title of Sultana and participated in battles dressing as a man. She established her rule from Sindh to Bengal. The provincial officials who were unable to tolerate her rule revolted and killed her in 1240 AD. Okay, now we shall see the successor of Razia Sultana, that is Ghiyasuddin Balban. Ghiyasuddin Balban was a slave of Iltutmish and had been part of Turkish slaves group due to his loyalty, intelligence and good qualities. See here, Balban was the slave of Iltutmish and he had been a part of Turkish slaves group due to his loyalty, intelligence and good qualities. During the rule of Razia Sultana, he was a post of Amir-e-Shikar. To what post he was appointed? He was appointed to the post of Amir-e-Shikar. The Turkish Sardars supported him during the political unrest that emerged after the death of Razia Sultan. Balban became the Sultan of Delhi. Okay, Balban became the Sultan of Delhi after the death of Razia Sultana. After becoming the Sultan, Balban controlled the misrule of disobedient Turkish Sardars. He destroyed the Turkish Sardars' evil group. He defeated the Mongolian attack and ensured peace and order in his kingdom. He also implemented many etiquettes. He also implemented many customs or etiquettes and initiated various traditions in his court. He wore Persian style dresses. He declared himself as the representative of God and enforced absolute monarchy. he rebuilt his army with the support of military generals. What he did? He rebuilt army with the support of military generals in order to defeat the Mongolians' attack. He built forts along the border of northwestern India. The efficient administrator Balban was succeeded by Kai. Later, he was murdered by his own minister. With this, the slave dynasty ended. What happened? What happened? Balban was Balban was succeeded by his son Kaikubad. But unfortunately, what happened? Kaikubad was murdered by his own minister. With this, the slave dynasty ended. Okay, dear students, now we shall wind up the session here. In the next session, we shall come up with the other dynasty, that is Khilji dynasty. Okay, so prepare the notes on the topic Ghulam dynasty and write it in your fair. Okay, thank you and have a good day.